Hi, this is Sierra from Center for Natural Healing, and today I want to talk about food and our relationship with food. So, what is our relationship with food? I know through different stages in my life, eating food has been a bother. It's just like I'd rather do something else. So, I was raised a vegetarian, and I was raised with parents that knew a lot about nutrition, so I was really lucky starting out. And we were taught to eat our vegetables just as they are, not with sauces, and we didn't even do salt and pepper. We learned to taste the vegetables and enjoy them for what they tasted like. And even as a young child, I loved every single vegetable that I was brought into contact with, and then later, as I got busy and into careers and everything, I really didn't take the time to eat. And maybe I'd eat breakfast and I'd get busy at work and I wouldn't eat, and I'd get home and I'd eat a supper. I'd be tired and I just whatever, and that didn't lead to health. That led to being chunky. So we met as a course of me dealing with chronic Lyme disease. We were introduced to the medical medium diet philosophy, and we've been, we've been in practice 20 years. Next month is our anniversary of Center for Natural Healing. Before that, Kevin and I both had natural healing practices, so we've been doing this a long time. So we've watched fads come and go, and different doctors and different diets, and although we like Ayurveda and that's our background, when we were introduced to the medical medium diet and the foods, it just really made sense. And as we began to cook these foods and eat this way, we noticed that we were getting tired of food for a while, and now we're excited about our meals, and now we eat with intention. For example, if we're getting a cold, we might increase the amount of onions that we put in our diet. Onions are nature's antibiotics, and I prefer the red because of color. You know that when there's color in your vegetable, then there's going to be more nutrients, more antioxidants. So that's a little thing about onions. So people ask us, where do you get your protein? And right here, this is where we get most of our protein. Leafy greens. Look how beautiful this is. We just bought it today. Isn't that gorgeous? The photographer in me just goes, oh, I gotta take a picture of that. Ah! And you'll probably see it posted. So leafy greens have the most bioavailable protein there is. So this is where we get our protein. And so we have greens, we have a big salad for lunch, and then we have cooked greens for supper. Now, as we learn to tune up our digestion, there's a good chance that we won't eat cooked. We'll eat all of our greens raw. But that's kind of a seasonal thing where Kevin and I were both the skinny nervous type. I'm not so skinny right now, but so we do eat a cooked supper. So here's our protein right here, and we add cucumber. Cools the liver, cools the system, keeps us from being hot, angry. And then, as you can see over there on the stove, Kevin and I we bake potatoes, all kinds, and then we keep them in the refrigerator so we can put them on our salads if we want. We always have them with supper. And so what we have back there is we have white russet potatoes, and guess what? Potatoes are okay. They aren't white. They don't send your blood sugar all over the place. they actually help balance your blood sugar. So when you sit down and eat a potato, you can now do it and not feel like, oh, I shouldn't be eating this. This is wrecking up my blood sugar. Oh, it's turning into sugar. Oh, it's going to make my candida worse. Oh, don't do that to yourself. This is going to help all those things. So now when I look at a sweet potato, I never knew this. This is a Japanese sweet potato, I believe. Is that right, Kevin?
Mm-hmm.
So this is white on the inside, really sweet, and absolutely okay for your blood sugar. What I do with mine is slice them after they're baked and plaster them with cinnamon, really good for your blood sugar. And you have a hormone balancing, adrenal balancing, blood sugar balancing food right here. Simple. So, and on the topic of leafy greens, if you're going to cook them, or actually when you eat them raw, you're going to want to add lemon. Lemon makes the nutrients in the greens so much more bioavailable. So if you're having a salad, making your salad dressing out of lemon juice and raw honey, which has its own nutrients, I can't cover all foods in this video, will pop the nutrients in your greens. So let's say you're having collard greens, just squeeze a little lemon juice over them before you eat them. Not vinegar. We prefer not fermented if possible. But this has to be your truth. This is our truth. So just squeeze a little lemon over your greens, and then all the nutrients in the greens will be more bioavailable. Something really cool about ginger, we all know that ginger helps our digestion, right? We all know that. But what Anthony William tells us is ginger helps us not react. So how many of us go through the day and then expect to fall asleep at night? No. Or how many of us have a lot of stress in our jobs and we're keeping above the stress, and when we get home we just can't unwind and we try to escape, we watch TV? None of those things work. A cup of ginger tea will last 12 hours. It helps your digestion for 12 hours. And it isn't a nerve tonic. What it does is it helps the organs in your body know that they can relax and let go. So I have a cup of ginger tea brewing over there right now. And let's see. So I briefly spoke about onions. What's really cool about this, if you're eating something, maybe you're eating out at a restaurant, you don't know if the food's as fresh as you want, you're a little worried about bacteria, maybe the flu's going around, maybe the person over on the next table's coughing, just add onion. Ask for onion, or get a salad with onion, and you're good. You're good. This is your antibiotic right here. So it also helps liver function and everything too. So onion, lots of it, good. So Kevin and I, lots of onion and ginger with our cooked greens, yum. And last, all of you who know about Anthony know about his celery juice. And celery, it helps chronic autoimmune situations. It just helps just about everything. It just clears the body and the liver of toxins and helps the immune system. So right here, and how it does that is that it regulates and in most cases raises the hydrochloric acid, which we need to do in order to properly digest our food. So as you eat your next meal after watching this video, pause and think about what gift you're giving to this temple that's your body. So be present with your food. Be aware of the nutrients. And it's really not about, is the soil depleted and all those big stories. It's about the life force. It's a life force that's in this. We are taking fresh life and we're putting it into our body, and it's allowing us to emulate this fresh life. So enjoy your meals. Never feel guilty about anything you're eating, not even if it's chocolate cake. That's fine. Enjoy the bounty of foods that we have available to us. We are lucky and we're blessed. So enjoy.